Hi, everybody. It is Coach Latoya Nicole here on this beautiful Wednesday morning. And I wanted to come on and just share this quick little nugget. I was watching someone's live stream and I was inspired to share this. This is something that I've said too, but of course, you know better, we do better. So I just wanted to come on and just drop this little nugget. It was for you too. And I'm like, I know you're probably like, what is she talking about? It was for me too. So I'm sure you've heard the saying, everything I went through was for somebody else. Have you? Have you not? I'm sure you have. I've even said that. But as I listened to the broadcast and they were saying some really great things, these are people that I actually know and respect. So it's not like that. I just wanted to add to it because I do believe that. However, it was for you too. Because we have to make sure that we don't use that phrase, that saying, as a pass on the accountability that we should take for what we go through. A lot of things we go through because of decisions we've made. So, yeah, it could be for someone else because you could learn from it. You can make better decisions and then you could teach the next person. So let's not separate or get it confused that what we go through can be a result of the decisions that we have individually made. This is not to say that you can't help the next person, but you can't help the next person if you're not accountable for your actions. And we talked about accountability last week or the week before, I can't remember. You can't help the next person if you're bypassing parts of the process because it was for you, because you had to learn something too. It was for you because you had to grow in an area as well. It was for you because your character needed to be pruned and plucked for your next level. Excuse me. It was for you because you needed some personal development. So, yes, it could have been for somebody else, and you can take what you learned in that process and help the next person. But make sure you learn something because there are a lot of us that go through things and we learn nothing. And that is why we keep going through them. It's the same thing. So you're telling me that you keep going through the same, it's the same situation, just maybe different people, and you keep going through that for somebody else? No, you're going through that for you because you're not grabbing hold of the lesson. You're not taking the nuggets from the situation and applying them. You are not leveling up in that area because you still make the same decisions that lead you back to that particular circumstance. So we are not going to keep using that and excusing the fact that we cause a lot of the things we go through. I didn't say everything. I said a lot of them. We're not going to do that anymore. Yes, what we go through can definitely help the next person. Yes, I believe in paying it forward. Yes, I believe in when you have mastered that situation, meaning you have taken the lesson, you have dissected that thing, you have shifted your own mindset, and you have started walking differently or moving accordingly. Yes, I do believe that you can then speak on that thing and help the next person because there is somebody in the same situation you just came out of. But no, I do not believe that you can help somebody when you have not taken the tools and helped yourself. No, I don't. But when learned you have learned to embrace the season you're in, when you have done the inner work, when you have studied yourself, when you have become more self-aware, when this whole situation has shifted the trajectory of your life for the good, yes, I believe then you went through it you learn, and now you can help somebody else. But we got to stop skipping that first part, because I can keep going through the same thing over and over and over and over again. And what kind of nonsense is that for me to say I keep experiencing this very same situation over and over again to help somebody else? And I've said that. Yes, I have. I've said it, and I've said it. I know better. Now I do better. Because now I can actually say a lot of the things that I've endured, I am helping other people. Because I can quickly identify the cycles they are in now, because I was once there. But I stayed there, and that cycle was on repeat because I wasn't getting it. Because I was hiding, because I was running away from the problem, because I wasn't facing the person in the mirror, because I was using everything as a distraction instead of facing what was happening to me. Everything became a distraction, because I was piling my plate, everything, putting on my plate, everything, just piling this plate up and up and up, because I wasn't doing the inner work. Because I used religion as a scapegoat. So in that moment, what I was going through was not for somebody else. That was for me. That was for me to get myself together. That was for me to sit down and get some clarity on what in the world is happening in my life right now. What is my thought process like? Emotionally, am I well? Am I there? Because I keep attracting this same movie. It just has different characters. It's the same thing. It's just different people. No, that was for you. But the moment you come out, the moment you learn what you need to learn, then you can apply it and help the next person. But initially, what you go through is for you, because you need it. Because you're stuck right here, and you need something to come shake you up to bring you out of the quicksand. Because your attitude, which is your mindset, the way you think, the way you perceive, all of that, that's what your attitude is stinky. Because you see everything one way. You don't look at things, you don't look at a situation and say, I could grow from that. Everything is just negative to you. So it wasn't for somebody else. It was all for you, boo. It was all for you. So let's get out of saying that. Everything I went through, it wasn't for me. But you're still going through it. You're still repeating the cycle. So it is for you, so that you can understand why you're repeating this and come out. Because I'm living proof that once you learn what you need to learn, you no longer struggle with that anymore. It becomes some other area. Yes, it becomes some other area, because remember, healing is continual. So it becomes another area that you have to build your immunity up in. You have to get that stamina built up in. I was on repeat for years. I was on repeat for years, y'all. I mean, I'm not even going to put a number on it because it's that bad. But that thing now, it doesn't bother me anymore. So now I've become what I needed. Now I've become what I need, because a lot of times people need guidance and they don't have it. They go and talk to people whose life is still on repeat as well. They're not seeking resources. They're not going to counseling. They're not hiring coaches. And if they do, they're not open to being challenged. You ask them one question and their panties are in a bunch. They won't embrace the hard questions because they're not ready. And that's why I tell people, coaching, if you're not ready, Just leave it alone until you're ready. Now, some people get ready in the process, because I have clients that have worked with me, for a while now, and in the process they've gotten ready, and I've allowed them that space. But initially they were not ready. If you're not ready to grow, then what? Why? Growth is going to stretch you. You are going to be challenged. And if a question being asked ruffles your feathers, then that's what lets you know you need this. It is for you. It is not for somebody else. Because how you gonna help somebody else and you still in the pit yourself? Are you gonna talk to them from the pit? Hey, don't come down here. What substance are you gonna give them to make them not want to come down there? Because whatever is going on in their lives, it's breadcrumbing them right to that pit. So those breadcrumbs that they are attracted to, that they keep following that trail, is enticing them some kind of way. So you down there saying, hey, don't come in here. Why? You know why you don't know? Because you haven't learned the lesson. So all you can do is scream and say, it's dark down here, don't come down here. But you got the trail that's providing them more substance than what you were saying. People need to know why. People need to understand why. You know what I'm saying? People need that light bulb to be turned on in here, because there's so much going on today that's causing cognitive distortions that people aren't even thinking. So you got to come harder than saying it's dark, don't come down here. You got to come harder than that. But you can't, because you haven't embraced and learned the lesson as you should. But yet you think while you're down in the deep, dark hole, you're going to prevent somebody from coming down in there with you. It's for you. It's for you first. Once you come out, oh yeah, you can set up a tent right there and you can help everybody who's coming that way. Oh no, you don't want to come this way, and here's why. Because you've learned, because you've grown. But not while you in there, sis or bro. No. And I know it's not popular. I know people think that while they're going through that they can help everybody while they are in their process. I know, because there are phases of the process, and you may be able to help them with a phase or two, or maybe not. It just depends on you. Because if you're not helping yourself, how are you going to help somebody else? And that's the moral of what I'm saying today. If you are not helping yourself, because you should be a priority, how in the world are you helping somebody else? How? I hope something I said has helped. I hope something I said has made sense. But understand, yes, I agree that the things that we go through can help the next person. But I disagree that it's solely for somebody else. I completely disagree with that, and I stand on that. Thank you for tuning in. I am Coach Latoya Nicole. Until next time, have an amazing day.